Good day, this is MassX with a new Bleach Immortal Souls video. We're going to do a deep dive into the new Aizen character right now. I've been working on him and putting him up in battles to test him out. And let's first go through what I've got him to right now. As you can see, he's at level 91. He has 4 awakened stones on each of his different items available. I have gotten him to 2 Source of Chaos, 2 Tactics Tomes, 1 upgrade to Clothes, no upgrade of course to Weapon because it's not available yet. And for War Soul, I'm currently still holding a Vigilance on him, fully leveled up. And his skill set of course is all the way up to 91 across the board. Let's take a look here. Oh, it looks like I failed to upgrade his damage reduction. Let's do that real quick before we do anything further. That will assist a lot, to say the least. And I have and was able to promote him to 6 stars, and nothing on his talent so far, just the 1. And I did not update his Heroic War Soul as it only has to do with Extreme Challenge. So let's go ahead and put him into a team formation. I was going to test him out with this particular team. As you can see, I've got my offensive line in the back focusing on bleed, and my front line is basically there for shields across the board with all 3, and I'm using the Soul Hull that decreases the first 2 rounds by 39% and regenerates 11.5% of missing HP. So let's go ahead and throw them into some battles here. Let's go ahead and hit some of the higher people up on my server. MW Karna, power ranking is 6, but that is misleading because he builds pretty decent teams, to say the least. And as what we're going to see here is hopefully not taking too much damage and everybody doing what they're supposed to do, and hopefully winning in 2 rounds. That's usually my goal, if at all possible. Yeah, not too bad on the damage right there. As we can see, the new Aizen is still ahead of the curve with the shields. Let's see how his damage is. You know, he's Black Tortoise, so 350, that's okay. He's not nearly up all the way like some of my other characters, but again, that's not what he's there for. Yeah, see, that was a quick 2 rounds booming out. No damage really to that front line. That's of course always the goal, so that's good. Let's do 1 more. Let's go ahead and see if we can find the power 2 for my server. Should be Ichigo. Yep, ranking 2. Let's go ahead and give it a shot against him. See what happens. I have to assume it will be similar results. Yeah. And I kind of purposely put this team together too, since it's so really the only one that's going off on round 1 is only the 1 character. So at least they're going to get hit once by the skills of the other team. Oh, oof. That's going to put a damper on me attacking. Getting hit with Shinji's rage reduction. That's okay. That's what we want to see happen here. Let's see how everybody holds up. Oh, well, if Nell's going off, this might be over. Yeah, it should be done. Usually if I can get my Nell to go off, 2nd round, it's done. Again, hardly any damage to that front line. Let's go ahead and try 1 more. Let's do Faz. I think he's number 3 on the server. Yes. And let's see how that goes. But what I've seen so far is Aizen is good. He is definitely not to a god tier yet, and I really believe the sole reason for that is, out of the gate, is his bond issue. He's missing 2 bonds, which is basically handicapping him by 30% HP. When that bond comes to fruition and a 30% HP increase, he's just going to be probably easily a top 3 tank, if not 1 or 2. He does well now, don't get me wrong. He's worth investing in, but he definitely needs those bonds to really get to like a god tier. Let's see. Yeah, this is probably going to finish it off, especially if Nell's going off. That's always the goal. If Nell goes off round 2, it's over. Yep. So, quick recap. I didn't want to do a long video because, quite honestly, it becomes redundant after a while. With Aizen, in the end, great investment. He's going to be really good right now, but he's not going to be great until he gets those bonds. See what I mean on the left-hand side? You can see, since he's missing those 2 bonds, and both those bonds are for HP plus 15%, he's really missing out on a lot of his HP right now. Once that comes in, he is going to be a heck of a good tank, no doubt in my mind, with his skill set and what his numbers look like. I mean, I'm not even done with him. He's already at 107,000, and that's not even with a volatile war soul on him yet. So he's still got a long ways to go, and quite honestly, I probably won't invest much more into him until those bonds become available. Once they do, he's going to tank very well. I have no doubt. I'm happy with him, and in the long run, I think he is definitely a wise investment for anyone. It's going to make Black Tortoise teams really good. I was messing around earlier, and I was just setting up 6 Black Tortoise by themselves with nobody offensive in there at all, and they were going 4, 5, 6 rounds, no problem, holding off teams with Nell in them. And yeah, I mean, sometimes they lost, but again, you're not going to do a Black Tortoise team without some offensive in it. But even without it, they were able to hold out for an extremely long time. But with that being said, don't rely on your team solely with Aizen only, because without those bonds, he is going to be lacking for a bit. Hopefully that bond will come through sooner than later, but my gut tells me it's probably going to be the next Aizen that's going to come out, possibly. And if that's the case, it might be some time before he gets that last bond. So definitely use him, but I would not throw every piece of resources I have behind him because of that lack of bonds currently at this time. If I miss anything else while testing him, I'll let you guys know, but I just wanted to put a little video out there just showing him in action so you could all see him and see where I've got him at currently. Got any questions, hit me up as always. Have a great day.